Hey, pattern readers, a little behind the scenes update because I know it probably looks like I disappeared into the content cave. I did not disappear. I have actually been trying to finish enough of the mini projects so you can start to see the bigger vision instead of me just talking about it. Because let's be real, it is hard to trust or view a content creator as credible when there is no content. Like, ma'am, where is the evidence? So I have been trying to build the evidence slowly, strategically, with my little one-woman show setup over here. The Dark Triad Boss prototype game is completed. It is sitting in drafts on itch.io right now. I cannot publish it yet because I am waiting to hear back from itch.io about hopefully increasing the project cap. I will show you the draft screen so you can see it is actually done and not me just saying coming soon forever like a haunted website banner. The Patreon library is also starting to go live. The free orientation kit is available now, along with the assessments that go with it. That part matters because the orientation kit is basically the front door. It explains what the pattern reader library is, how the system works, and how to start finding the right tool for whatever room you are dealing with. The assessments help you figure out where you are starting. Do you need oxygen? Do you need documentation? Do you need a practical next step? Do you need to slow down and stop reacting? Do you need to understand which war is active? That is the kind of thing I'm building. And honestly, it still feels a little wild to say this out loud, but years of documenting finally turned into an actual mapped curriculum system. For a long time, it was just notes everywhere, patterns, screenshots, reflections, lessons learned the hard way, things I wish I understood when I was younger and first entering the workforce, things I wish somebody had told quiet, chill, conflict avoidant me before I learned that being easygoing does not mean you have to be easy to override. My personality has always been more quiet and chill, and I notice over time that this can draw people in. Sometimes good people. Sometimes people who test boundaries because they assume you will absorb the room instead of naming what is happening. So a lot of this library comes from me reflecting on how I was raised, how I handled conflict, how I over-explained, how I gave people too much room, and how I had to learn better boundaries without becoming cold or disconnected. Hopefully some of you can relate to that. The goal is not just to tell stories about toxic workplaces. The goal is to build tools for pattern recognition, tools for documentation, tools for emotional regulation, tools for boundary setting, tools for leaving without losing yourself, tools for reading the room before the room rewrites you. Next, I plan to work on the positive kits and start getting those out on Patreon too, because everything cannot just be about surviving bad rooms. We also need tools for rebuilding, confidence, calm, self-trust, better relationships, better choices, and not letting one environment become your whole identity. For the YouTube story side, I still plan to finish part 2 of the high conflict pathway. After that, I will likely switch formats for a bit and move into audio for the invisible pathway story with Luke and Darcy explaining the story in a podcast style section here on the main AMOR EMA channel. The reason is simple. Videos take a long time with my editing style. The visuals, music, sound effects, pacing, stills, all of that takes time. And this past month helped me test how long it actually takes me to complete long form videos. My conclusion is that the smartest move is probably to separate the audio and video process. So the plan is get the dialogue/story portion completed first, let Luke and Darcy walk through the invisible pathway so people who want the story can follow it faster. Then I can come back later and enhance it with the full visuals, music, and sound effects. I am not totally sure what everybody prefers, but I know myself. I am a binge watcher. I like when a project has enough completed that I can actually sit with it and follow the story without waiting forever between pieces. So I am trying to build this in a way that respects my capacity and also gives you more of the world sooner. This is still a one-woman show, so I am being strategic with my limited time and energy, but the vision is finally starting to move from big idea in my head to actual tools, actual posts, actual prototypes, actual story structure, and actual doors you can walk through. So yes, things are happening. The game is done. The Patreon front doors opening. The free orientation kit and assessments are available. The positive kits are next. Part 2 of High Conflict is still coming, and the invisible pathway may arrive first through audio so the story can move faster while the full cinematic version develops behind it. Thank you for being here while I build this thing in public. The room is getting mapped. Now I am trying to make sure you can actually use the map.